Why is Alaric von Trelow half English? My name's Jason Collings, and I write the Alaric von Trelow mysteries. It's a great question, and it's not a simple answer. So it comes in several parts. The first is that, as I said in a previous video, my grandmother and her family came over to Britain from Germany, or from what is now Poland, but at the time had been part of the German Empire at the end of the First World War. They were economic refugees. They had been driven out by the redrawing of the borders and the return of Poland to national maps. And that sense of where I came from that on that side has always been with me. And so when I started writing the character of Alaric von Trelow, I wanted to honour that. I wanted to honour that he is from two different places. I was going to write him in Germany, so I switched it around and made him part English. There is more to it than that, though, because the period I'm writing in the 1920s, is living in the aftermath of the Great War that has shattered the peace of Europe. And before that, in that long peace, the Pax Britannica, from the end of the Napoleonic Wars onward, there was a massive intermingling of populations at generally quite a high social level because travel was expensive and difficult. But nevertheless, you often got aristocrats, not to mention royal families and noble and senior noble families who had parents from different nationalities. The Kaiser himself had an English mother, and Queen Victoria had German blood, married a German. And this seems to have been, if not forgotten, overlooked. And we now live in a time where there's a lot of push towards rising nationalism, which I find very uncomfortable. When you look around and you go, well, I know I've got some Slavic background, Russian, Ukrainian, it's not entirely clear. I've definitely got German, Prussian. I've got some Celtic. I've got Norse or Norman. I've got Anglo Saxon. And so does everybody I know. And the idea that there is some kind of pure, fundamental nationality is just nonsense. It's total nonsense. Unless you want to go back 100,000 years, and that's just ridiculous. And so I wanted to write a character that was true to the period. He has come out of this time when people at the social level he lives in did intermarry. And he also reflects a world that is open and perhaps tolerant in a way that I think we should all try to be.